folks around. Was in Arizona, Ranger wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead, and he said it didn't matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was related, but the outlaw didn't believe and tried to forward day. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had tried to slip. 21 would be the Ranger with the big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. The 20 It was 20 past 11 when they walked out the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 20 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today.
Always. Move along.
Move along. Move along. Leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the Ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment as the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw. When he tried to match the Ranger with the big iron on his hip. That jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. They sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song is so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some foolish, this is why I never fell. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh, makes you glad you're single. Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
You like that?
gotta give, something's gotta give.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. We've got some news for you coming right up. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. In other news, the Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
What do you need?
Hey there. Uh-huh.
Don't listen to a word No Bark says. I don't think he ever sleeps, so it's no wonder he spouts nothing but nonsense.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before. We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Stick is feeling mighty ornery this.
Gentlemen, Mr. New Vegas here.
You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you.
We've got some news for you coming right up.
Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening.
More for weirdos. Moving on.
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rad scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen. There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says no bark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says no bark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in. I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me, he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too, only more invisible than the other one. Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining. Ghosts, commie ghosts that don't know they're dead, hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth. Sure have. Camouflage, that coat was, trying to hide from extraterrestrials what can only see in black and white checkers. But they're not fooled, because he forgot to put checkers on his face. I told him so, and he seemed to take it to heart. They stayed here a night and was up by the dinosaur talking to the sniper fella with the mustache a couple of times. If it...
Morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's...
When they stopped to make their play.
We all...
And the swiftness of the ranger
Guns?
is still talked
Darn it,
about
no...
today.
Sure thing. Have a look.
And the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Welcome back. Sure thing. Have a look. Come.
What's going on, man? Sure I know him. What do you want with him? Oh yeah? A good... Well listen, I can definitely help you find him, but maybe we can do a trade. You need my... Novak, it's home for me now. But the only resource we got here is junk. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day. Well, they gotta go, or this'll be a good... Doesn't matter to me what you do, as long as the ghouls are out of... It... I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone. Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now. Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't... Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch. Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder. Oh, it was great. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns. I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. This wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked. You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. So far we've been lucky. Yeah.
Watch out!
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. This just in. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. In addition, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. that's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you. More classics coming right up for you, so stay tuned.
Sleep, go to sleep. Just lay down your weary head. Dream, sweetly dream. Dream about tomorrow.
How are you holding up?
Sleep, go to sleep. Whispering a lullaby tune. Dream, sweetly dream. Swinging with the man in the moon. Why don't you go? And take it slow. And don't you know, all your lovely dreams will come true. So just close your eyes. Listen to a sweet lullaby. Sleep softly, sleep, and let the world go by.
overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. In other news, a package courier found shot in the head near Good Springs has reportedly regained consciousness and made a full recovery. Now that's a delivery service you can count on. Those were our top stories. You know, sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially if your spurs go jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, and they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, Lily Bell, oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh,
listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Moving on. The mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Boy, the Mojave Wasteland is just a fascinating place, isn't it? You never know what's going to happen next. Have you ever been in love with a celebrity? Now, come on, you don't have to be shy. I feel it between us two. Sometimes you can't help being mad about the boy. on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Also, the influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. Hey! Bing Crosby reminding us sometimes just the person you love. Someone's gotta give. Next.
When an irresistible force such as you meets an old immovable object like me, you can bet. They killed me. Irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart.
Come on.
So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their
You like that?
mysterious sky. I'll try. I adore, but how long can anyone try? Fight it with all of our might. Chances are some heavenly star-spangled night we'll find out as sure as we live. Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
This is
Maybe you
Radio
ought to
New
worry about the
Vegas,
guys
and
trying to kill
I'm
you.
your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering,
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for...
you know what that means, folks? Time for
Right now, Eddie and his boys run the place. They've got the guns and the dynamite, so they call the shots. I was a sheriff, believe it or not, for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow, and I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough. I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do. He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR. I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now. Watch yourself out.
You saw me standing without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me say a prayer for
Need to talk about something?
Feel something magic in the air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the gamma radiation. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority, and this move would not be unexpected. In other news, refugees at Bitter Springs are giving startling accounts of the legate known as Lanius, who is said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone. The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you're cold? You can stay. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny, like the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads. What? There's no way. We're miles from the Colorado. They aren't even waiting for the dam to fall. They're already inside the borders. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate. We're doomed. Thanks for bringing the word. Even if the news is bad, I'll let the men know.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Caravan, just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the output. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you... Prim? Hayes units is stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF. It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. NCR border guard duty mostly. It's our job to make sure the caravans can move safely along I-5. Not the best posting or assignment, but it beats being sent east or patrolling the Colorado. Legion's pretty thick there. Me? I'm Knight. Major Knight. I've been stuck here dealing with these That ain't so bad. If Caesar's Legion decides to push west through Nipton, old Mojave outpost here will be the front line. Help? Oh, well, he sort of runs things around here.
Watch out!
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best-looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? It's just about time to get you some news. Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Moving on. The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties are still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam.
Got business here?
That news was brought to you by the Tops
I'm not sure you
Casino.
should be here. When I got this
You
assignment, I was
dig
hoping
us,
there'd be more
baby.
gambling.
We're the Tops. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.